Um, so this adventure has had to start with a couple of buses and then kind of walking with a quick pace over a bridge to Newcastle because Durham station's closed. Um, but I should be able to make it for the train I booked to go up to Scotland. I'm going to Edinburgh and um, Dunfermline. Um, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I've not really planned or seen what's there. Got a few people to meet up with tomorrow, but today I'll explore and see what I find, um, and share some of that with you. I think um, there's a better view there, and the um, the sun is just about coming up over Gateshead and Newcastle.
For tonight departure from Newcastle to Aberdeen, this train will call at Morpeth, Berwick, Tweed, Dunbar, Edinburgh, Waverley, Haymarket, Inverkeithing, Kirkcaldy, Lewishurst, Dundee, Arbroath, Montrose, Stonehaven and Aberdeen. My name is Sandra and I'm with you for your journey to Edinburgh today. Kitchen services are available on board. Please listen out for any other further announcements from the kitchen team. Ticket inspection is still taking place, so please have ready tickets, your cards and seat reservations. Once again, the next call point for this service will be Morpeth. Finally, if you do see anything that doesn't look right, please speak to myself or the whole team, or text District Transport Police on 61016.
I changed trains at Dunfermline. No, I didn't. I changed trains at Edinburgh, and I'm now crossing the fourth bridge. Is this the fourth bridge? Is that the fourth bridge? I thought it was this. Anyway, I'm off to Dunfermline, Dunfermline Town or Dunfermline City. The station name seems to vary. Um, but yeah, I'm going to go over there. I really don't know anything about it, and I've not researched it. Um, but I've briefly looked at the map. I think there's a abbey or some ruins. I'll explore. I'll see. I do like crossing estuaries though. It's interesting views. Seems like the rain's starting as we get this far north. Um, yeah, I can see big boats. I can see slipways on either side of an old ferry, um, and sun on the hills over on the other side. Um, yeah, no plans. So I'll walk around, see how long I walk for. If I get really bored, I've got a book in my bag and I'll find somewhere to do some reading. Okay. Dunfermline is a city. That might lead to some pointers of why I'm here later or future videos, who knows. Anyway, I don't really know what kind of city it is, if it's It doesn't seem touristy. It is a bit inland, so far it doesn't seem that touristy or interesting. Out of the station, which isn't quite city centre, there was no obvious way to walk to get to the centre. I decided on the park. I thought I needed to turn left more to do an angle towards the shops if they're anything more than all your high street shops, but that then leads me closer to the Abbey. However, I saw a sign to town centre and also a sign to all attractions. Who knows what that means? Decided to follow it because it actually put me more due north up a hill. And then I saw a sign to Carnegie Hall and also to museum. So I followed it into car park. Got a bit confused. Couldn't film the map of museum. That's Carnegie Hall. No performances on. I did go past a residential house that was called Museum House. So who knows if there's still a museum? Maybe it's an old road sign. Outside Carnegie Hall, this looks cool. It's like a clock, but it's in disrepair. I imagine it was motorised at some point. The view so far seems to be more to the east, but that's where the sun comes from, so I don't know if you can see the hill out there. But yeah, suddenly the coast has got quite far away. I'm going to walk down these steps. I don't think there's a museum anywhere near here. I'll walk past the hall and down, and then into the town, I guess, through the town, which might identify a cafe I could go in, but I'll aim for the Priory. Was it a Priory or an Abbey? Whatever it was. That I think is going to be the touristy highlight. I maybe shouldn't have been that harsh on the city. There's plenty of shops. Some might be independent. It's a bit bustling along the pedestrianised street or semi-pedestrianised. More businesses than more shops than Durham anyway. So yeah, it seems to be a city. But does anyone know? And I'll try and show you a better video. Why is there a set of steps here? It's what, 5 feet high from my feet to the grass. Goes downhill. There's no path leading to it, so I don't think it's left over from a building. It seems purposely built to be a dead end. Is it a viewpoint? Well, there's grey clouds, but there's buildings surrounding. You don't really see much. Maybe the hills behind the taller railing. I don't know. Do I map it as a viewpoint? An art sculpture? Who knows? This isn't a mapping video. It's not a mapping adventure. Is it just somewhere where I could come up and test if my new microphone can deal with the sound? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that was interesting to spot. Made me walk up that hill and the windy path just to see it and investigate. No idea what that building is, but I think I'm close to the Abbey now. So I'll continue. I found some old stuff and a gatehouse to shelter under because the rain really started. Seen a sign to another museum, which would be handy, or the Abbey to be open somewhere to be dry for maybe 20 minutes and look around. Yeah, stay out of the rain. Looks like the park's quite good and might have views and towers to look at, but I don't know what's happening with this rain. There's sunlight somewhere there, and there's little blue plaques and things to read. I think it's going to be a foot up kind of adventure. Yep, so, well, here goes. Woohoo! I have found a museum building. Yeah, and it's closed for winter. Not surprised. Whoa, the rain's really coming down now. Anyway, not surprising it's closed until the 6th of March. If there's no other reason to come to Dunfermline, yeah, why have one museum open? Raining so much and it won't focus, but that hill in the distance does have some sun on it. I might try and see which way it's going. Things to see while you're sheltering at the museum entrance. Bicycle parking is that you have to get up a few steps to get to. Round the corner you can see where Andrew Carnegie, the cottage he was born in, it's now a toilet. It's that building. Also on the side of that building is a little free library. So yeah, I'll map that because it's interesting. Nice little bits I'm seeing on this adventure that is not a mapping adventure. And I'm not focusing on taking loads of photos of the shops and things like that. Well, yeah, in those 5 seconds there was even a bit of graupel falling from the sky. Right, clouds coming from that way. Would you focus? I see less sun in that direction. Clouds heading that way. And there's a thing of sun. Yeah, I suppose sensible would be to check the weather app. See if I go there. Maybe I didn't see any cafes that stood out to me. Any nice independent ones. Yeah. I might end up in a pub. Don't know. We'll see. I hope it's nicer in Edinburgh when I've got plans to go for a walk with someone. Who knows? This is an adventure. You don't know what happens. What signs will lead you where. You don't even know who Andrew Carnegie is, who you probably should have researched before coming here, and the museum won't tell me. Might just put my phone away for a bit and actually walk somewhere. Okay, it stopped raining. Let's go. This park is tricky to navigate. What's with its steep banks alongside the Tower Burn, or cut out by the Tower Burn, and just slight bits of OpenStreetMap that are missing. Not enough to bother most people, but maybe I trust it too much. Maybe I'm used to the detail. Maybe I'm exhausted from the big steps. Yeah, anyway, it's a nice, pretty park. Very well kept and really important. There's a big glass house that looks interesting. I came up from the back of it and then noticed it's got full entrance. Yeah, you can go inside. There's notices that might have been interesting. I could have sheltered from the drizzle at the moment. But it's not open on Saturdays. Oh well, on we go. There's some other interesting buildings. I'm hoping that I might just be able to walk around some ruins because that's always quite fun. Oh, there's even a classroom in the greenhouse. Yeah. What is the park name? I keep forgetting. It's Pittencrieff Park, if I said that right. Anyway, I'm now walking west, so you can't really see me unless I do that. Nice park, lots of ups and downs. I think if you planned it right, or had a sat nav that cared about incline, you could probably stay relatively flat for most of it and just one or two hills. Can't remember what these buildings are, so I tried to find that tower. Let's find out which way I want to go. I'll check the map again. Another burst of Grapple bouncing off the stones. I don't know, Grapple doesn't show up well on camera, does it? It's not quite snow, but it's cold. It's that, no, rain and Grapple. Grapple is those little, look like white polystyrene balls. Oh, that looks like a nice little shelter. Oh, we're under there, where to go? Let's go here. Looks different and not a normal path.
Hey, you. You're coming right up to me, aren't you? You think we're playing tricks? It's my flat gap there. Cal, are you gone now? Ugh. Hey, I see you. Hey, did I name you Gus? I don't really want to feed the grey squirrel though. I'm sure you're getting up. All your mates in this park were looking at all your mates were looking for their nuts, making sure they don't get washed away, redigging them. Probably just digging them the first time. Oh, looks like you're off. Well, Gus, I probably got enough footage for you to have your own video. This is nice and picturesque with the waterfall there and the bridges and all the stonework. And it's quite a park, really. I had no idea if this sounds good because my microphone is up my sleeve and I didn't plug it in. Thought I'd just get some footage of me sat eating. Right. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing now. They're friendly, but they're still cautious.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wish I had something for.
I left the squirrel, Gus as I'm naming him. Yeah, I left him without any more flapjack because I finished that. Just had my first interaction with some people in Dunfermline. Yeah, they commented the animals in this park are really friendly. That's definitely true. And then I realised they were stood by a robin that was like half a metre from them and not even blinking. Sun, isn't that lovely? Even the toilet's closed today. But it looks like there's people in this cafe. Interesting though, because, yeah. Nice, you can't see that way. Yeah. It's now sunny and dry enough. I also identified just outside the park where the, that looks too fancy for me. Oh, just too boring as well. Yeah, wonderful this way. I think I'm actually very close to that tower I've seen on the map and on history boards. So I want to look at that while it's relatively dry right now. Most of the rain, I think, is coming off trees. Go to the tower. Oh, there's a locomotive. Yeah, there's a locomotive. Go to the tower, then walk out the park by the entrance near it, and then yeah, find a cafe because I think there's some. Looks like they're more on the road right by that entrance. I didn't go far enough. Around. What's this? This is called Locomotive. Apparently, there's 3 roaming peacocks here. Yeah, let's have a look at this. I got excited. So there's a locomotive here. From the coal company, because people of the house of the park. I've not read enough history. Also had links to the coal industry. Yeah, and then I saw there's steps up to it. That's cool. Yeah, I'll go step on a locomotive just for the fun of it. See inside. And then you've got a railing. Everything closed in Dunfermline. Look at that. I could have probably pretended to be driving a train. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to wait till the train back to Dunfermline. Not to Dunfermline, the train back to Edinburgh. Oh, I'm blabbering. This video is going to be too long, isn't it? Shall I skip and just enjoy the place? A little note that the main path doesn't go through the tower as I thought, and it's not obvious. You had to spot the turning off up these big stone steps. What was the town name called? I've forgotten. But there's a little bit of ruin. But I thought it's more like a wall that was on a mound. The mound's still there. The tower, not so much. My phone battery's at less than 20% because I've been using the camera a lot and also GPS on for a few hours now. So I'll probably have to put that in the pocket soon while it charges. That's the Abbey Palace thing. Malcolm Canmore's tower. Don't hit pause by stop by mistake. Yeah, you can stop the video and read that if you want. It's a tower. That's what it looked like. Now it looks like that. Yeah, it looks much more square there. Yeah, much more square. Maybe this wall is newer and this is original. That's probably right. Yeah, anyway. I'll take a look. So I climbed steps and I'm now stood on some ruins. That way to the east you can see the Abbey, 150 metres away. I can see those bridges. Not the fourth, I don't think. I've got to be so careful here. Oh yeah, actually I can see the fourth. You won't pick it up on camera. And it just looks white in today's light. 15% battery. Yeah, I couldn't see that from the train, of course, because I was on the bridge. I can look around. I can see down into the Japanese garden and that little shelter I was under eating my flapjack. See some city buildings. And I can also look down on the main path below. That is scarily far down though. There is not a railing anywhere near this bit. But like the locomotive, I guess this is not play equipment. So I should get my battery pack out, charge it up, not go down uneven stonework. Uneven is an underestimate, while holding my phone and all that. Anyway, done. Hey, look, I got to a bit. It's ain't old, no museums open, but it's nice enough. It's coming up to 1 o'clock. I think find a cafe for a spot of small lunch. Don't need much before heading to the station and getting back to Edinburgh. Trying to get back to Edinburgh by 3. So that means a train at either 2:08 or 2:26. Not too bad. If I've left the centre at 2, I think I'll do okay. Yeah, stop blabbering, Greg. Stop blabbering. Stop making this video longer. Don't even know why I'm making this video. But hey, that's me. Yeah, and I'll charge my phone. After some deliberation and finding out the places I thought might have cafes were actually restaurants, takeaways, I settled on Fresh and sat upstairs. Nice little cafe. Yeah, simple decor, but really nice. Because all the places that look nice turned out to be nail and beauty bars, just to confuse me. That road, or can I walk through the Abbey? Let's go down the road. Cobbles. Yeah, so that was nice. Yeah, I think all the dog walkers around here are really hardy for the rain. But when you get a lunch there, toasted wrap, cheese and ham, good, decent ham, with potato salad and coleslaw, you know, that sets you up to face the elements again. And the sun's come out. It's really sunny. and nice. So I sat there, batteries charged, I think, to like 71%, which keep me going. Maybe, yeah, well, yeah, definitely keep me going. And I'll enjoy a walk. And that'll be good. I don't know how much footage you'll get less. Oh, interesting, just interesting seeing this place. I definitely could explore more of Dunfermline if I had a full day or more than a day. Carnegie Library and galleries. Oh, look, they look open. I could have looked around here. I've not really got time now. Yeah, oh, that's full library. The building itself looks interesting. And little gardens with benches. Totally should have walked around there. Well, maybe I would have discovered this if I went quick away from the station, but I wouldn't have found that clock. Yeah, it's coming up to 2 p.m. I want to get back to Edinburgh for 3 o'clock because I plan to meet up with a friend, an old Durhamite. So we'll do that. I think we're going for a walk, probably before it goes dark. I don't know if you want me to be on my phone, so I'm on my camera all the time. I mean, film this when it's just me. Anyway, just interesting, many interesting buildings here. Yeah, so might be the end of videos, who knows. Meeting up with her for a walk. At some point I'll check into my hotel in Edinburgh. It's not too exciting. Yeah, then in the evening, so there will be a bit of mapping. Not, well, there's always some mapping. But I'm going to meet up with at least one other open street mapper. So just in a pub, have a drink. Another one may join us for a bit and say hi. Yeah, then that'll get me to the end of the evening. Who knows if I'll actually have time to read my book, or do any video editing, things like that. Just being outside will be the main thing. Tomorrow, then, I have plans to be in Edinburgh for a bit still. There's a church I'm going to. See some people there, at least a couple of people, and then go to lunch with them later. And then we'll see what the afternoon brings before I get the train back to Durham, or Newcastle. Yeah, well, so that's it for now. Until the next video clip or my next adventure with video. Yeah, so I was undecided if I should rush from the church or from the cafe or not to get the train, which meant I got close to the station at about the time that the train was leaving. I'm not seeing it go over the bridge. Anyway, I would have had to rush, and I didn't know the entrance to the station, so that was silly. I didn't know where I was going. So I've got 18 minutes to explore the other side of the station, including I noticed this bizarre bizarre tower as I got close. It was clear it was a church, part of St Leonard's Parish Church, although the picture of inside looks very decorative, more like a Catholic church. But yeah, very, the stone one, very round and pointy. Don't know the reasoning of. I expect the church is closed, being just the parish church, but interesting. I don't think there's much on this side of the road other than houses. But I might just wander, see what I find. As I say, I've got 18 minutes, well, about 15 minutes now, to just enjoy walking before I get a half-hour train and then do some more walking. Yeah, I hope the sun travels over to Edinburgh.